a sec.
Is this thing on? Is it on?
Hello.
Hi, hockey fans, coming to you live from the Marty Turco Studios in Belmead, Texas. It's Gary and Cody from Royally Quacked. Although
Hi.
Cody's in California.
I didn't leave. I did not leave my hockey team state. So
Well, I'm here seeing my daughter and her family, which I might have them sneak in and say hi.
no.
Okay, first of all, I'm in my granddaughter's room. Sutton, come on in. Come in front of the camera right over here, come close to me, and then just say hi to everybody. Say hi, everybody from Royally Quacked.
Hi, everybody from Royally Quacked.
Royally Quacked, yeah. This doesn't happen because I am using her desk in her room, so I have a little bit of privacy to do the podcast. So you can tell Jax if he wants to come in real quick. I'm going to kind of introduce you to some of the family. I think everybody's coming in now.
Oh, that's something I would have done too. Cody, can you tell Tim to come here? Tim. Oh, that brings back some memories.
Come on in, Jax. Come over here, close to me, right here. Okay, you need to get down so we can look. You can see you. So
Hi, Jack.
Jax, you got to stay close because if you're not, you'll disappear. Say hi to everybody at Royally Quacked. And quit picking on the top of his head. This is my grandson, Jackson. He'll be 13 next month.
My God.
And Sutton's going to be 11. He's 13 going on 25. She's 11 going on 45.
What?
Send your mom and dad in.
Mommy, Daddy!
I know this is taking up a little bit of time, people, but I just wanted you to see my family. You get to see Cody. You've got to see my wife.
Well, of course they see me every day, or I mean every week.
Yeah.
I think the only one that hasn't been on is Tim.
Yeah, well, Tim's coming in. I'm going to make him come in.
All right, good.
Won't make mom come in.
Yeah, mom's been on, but it's always nice to have mom on.
Yeah. She has great questions and
that's true.
Has a lot of curiosity about things that she doesn't understand, and hopefully we've helped.
Well, mom is listening on Instagram.
Hi, honey. Oh, wait, we got my youngest son. Come over here right next to me, Tim.
Hey, you got a haircut.
How's it going?
Yeah.
You look nice.
Welcome.
Finally.
Royally Quacked.
There you go.
At least you know how to say it.
Now he doesn't want to be on TV.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I want to have Tim on one of these times with you, and I just have you guys pronounce the hockey players' names.
Or you want to be back on again, Sutton?
I disappeared into the darkness.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Now, here comes the parents of my lovely grandchildren. You guys got to get up close.
At least.
Wait, this is my daughter, Samantha.
At least she's wearing the right gear.
And yeah, well, according to you, and my son-in-law Justin, who is my only other Kings fan in the family. Only other Kings fan in the family. So, anyways,
Hi, brother.
Hi. I can't call you what I normally call you on live
What's he
stream.
saying?
yeah, there's no name calling on this.
Oh,
We got to keep it clean.
that's why I said, brother. You're lucky.
Yeah. Well,
You
if you
know-
would have said it, I would have said it.
Well, eventually
you
somebody.
already know what I would have said too.
Yeah, I know exactly what both of you would have said. We got to keep it clean. All right.
Yes.
Are you having fun?
I don't know. I'm just trying to hear.
You won't be able to hear
Yeah, I
because it's
know.
on my.
Well, you can listen on YouTube or Twitch.
Quack, quack.
Quack.
There you go.
Mommy,
All right,
how much people are in the live?
well. You guys are all on live. We don't know right now, so
Ah,
we got to
We
get to the podcast. So could you let me finish up and
oh
then
yeah,
close the door for me, please?
Duke is behind you.
That's okay. Duke can stay there. All right, so we're gonna get to the podcast now. A much better week, at least for us Kings fans, this last week. How about you feeling about the Ducks, Cody?
Well, we went 2-2 this week. I don't know if I predicted. Did I predict the right games? That's what I'm trying
You know
to
what?
do.
And that's all at home. I'll
Let's see.
have to catch that up
I
later. I think
nope,
I went 1-3.
I went 1-3 as well. Well, actually, no. I went 2-2.
I went 1-3. I went
I'm looking at
1-3,
it.
and look what it did. The Kings won 4 straight.
Yeah.
So I might have to just pick them to lose every game,
Yeah,
and maybe they'll win.
I went 2-2. Now that I'm looking at it.
So do we
So-
want to go to the news now?
Boo.
Yeah, we can go to news.
We're doing the podcast now, buddy. Okay. They like being on TV.
Yeah.
You want me to do Kings news first?
Yeah, you go ahead.
So let's start off with King news. On the Empty Netters podcast, the host said they heard LA traded for Brad Marchand from Boston, but he vetoed the trade because he wanted to stay on the East Coast.
Yeah.
That's like the second person that the Kings tried to get. Although I like Kuzmenko.
He's looked good. He's looked good as a didn't he score already? Or
I don't know if he's maybe
got an assist.
I may have gotten an assist. I have to track that. But what has happened is it just makes all the other lines are starting to hit.
Yeah.
It's the chemistry's better.
Yeah.
Not necessarily do you have to show up on the scorecard to make a difference in a game.
If he can come back to what he was that first year he was in Vancouver, where I think he scored 30 to 40 goals that year. Like if he can come back to that, that's such a low key, like low risk, high reward pickup for the Kings. Because it's not like the Kings did not try anything in the trade deadline. Like obviously you heard they were in on Rantanen. They were obviously in on Marchand. Both of them said like, hey, if I go there, but I'm not signing there. Well, Marchand just didn't want to go there because I think he wanted to stay on the East Coast, which I don't blame him, like for a trade deadline. But he could be an off-season pickup for you guys. Because
Marchand?
he will. Yeah, he is a free agent.
If he didn't want to come, probably.
Well, in the middle of the season, probably not. But it's a lot easier to go switch over like that later on. But I don't know if you guys will have the cap space for him.
Probably not. Well, it's going to go up and things are going to happen. Gavrikov hasn't signed yet.
Yeah.
I mean, if you thought about this, they signed Chikrin instead of Gavrikov and let him go free agency.
Ooh.
I mean, just a thought. Okay,
Yeah,
we're on news. Let's go back to news.
And he's a duck killer too. All right, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, well, after our last time we played you, we need a duck killer on the team again.
Yep.
Anze Kopitar now has 18 seasons with 50 plus points. He currently has the 42nd most points in NHL history.
Congrats to Anze.
Hall of Fame.
Oh, he's first ballot.
Should be getting a couple more statues in front of Staples Center or crypto.com for all you people who like that name.
It's Staples.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's all I have for Kings news.
Yeah. All right. Ducks news. The only really news I have that I found this week was the Ducks migration event news. So I'm gonna just read you some questions that Brian Hayward. This is thanks to the guys at Ducks and Pucks on their blog and everything like that. This is the questions that Hayward asked and what Verbeek answered with. First one was Hayward asked, "You took some big swings last year with Steven Stamkos and Marcia Show. They signed elsewhere. What type of players are you looking to add this offseason?" Verbeek replied, I think if you look at our goals for, we are we are in need to start to improve and be a lot better club offensively. It's a tough line to walk in sense of I want to allow our younger players to get more traction and to go to guys that can contribute offensively and they will take steps. There are also times when they need help, they need a little help to springboard them forward. If I'm looking at next year, like I said, I'm going to try to find another top 6 forward that got some scoring ability. And then he also asked, Hayward asked, "What do you see about Zegras' game, his development as a type of player you think he can be?" Verbeek says, "Trevor has taken huge steps for me, not only competitive standpoint, a work ethic standpoint, but he has added details to his game. If someone would have told me I would have been talking to an NHL, talking to the NHL over Zegras, getting suspended 3 games, and then about a week and a half later, Trevor's Trevor getting in a fight, I would have said you are nuts." But but anywhere, here we are. Trevor is a competitive guy, and obviously is very gifted skill wise. He sees the ice well. He's very intelligent player. Those skills are highly needed on ice, but it's the other things, the competitive part, being responsible defensively, all those sorts of things which Trevor has never been asked to do prior to getting to the NHL. So, like I said, Zegras' game has definitely changed a lot over this. So,
I think compared to last year, Zegras has definitely picked up his game. He's
yes.
starting to look like that exciting player. I mean, he almost scored another Michigan.
Oh, thank you for that spoiling that one. But yes, he did.
Well, we were talking about
it didn't help. Yeah, I know. It didn't help that the goalie was like 7 foot tall and net for the Islanders too. So
7 foot tall.
he was tall for was it Hodberg? But the other ones that he talked about was they were talking about like with players like in the prospects and everything like that. They're going to be very patient with Beckett Seneca. You know, they're not going to try unless he's completely ready to come up with the Ducks. That they plan on him either being in juniors again or being in the AHL. They're going to let him marinate a little bit more. No need to rush him. Nesterenko, I'm gonna spoil this right now. They were saying that he was going to get some time in the NHL, and he actually just played last night in the Nashville game. And then let's see, Herman is going to be. They're playing in Europe still. Traff and Lucas Pettersson, and the other one, where was it? Ian Moore, a Ducks draft pick they had in college. He's right now playing for Harvard, and he said that they plan on signing him as soon as his college season is over, and then he'll be playing with the Gulls or with the Ducks, depending on if he's ready or not to join the NHL. So that's good news. That at least that's a right shot defenseman, Ian Moore, for the Ducks. And then Mom put on the Instagram live, "Hello from Texas."
Yeah, it's our last day here. We're leaving about 7:30 to 7:45 tonight. Should be in San Diego by 9:15.
Yeah.
Home by 11. Back to work on Monday.
Woo.
It flew by.
Yeah, and then the last bit of news is they were asking about how Verbeek was going to handle the RFAs this offseason. I guess he's very in favor of everyone getting a bridge contract, which I don't like that he came out and said that, because that kind of like, I don't know, like takes less advantage away. Like you kind of like, oh, you're going to give us a bridge deal. Like, there's no talks. I say if you can sign McTavish or Dostal long term, you do it. Those are the ones I would McTavish I can see going either way, getting either long term um or long term or bridge. Dostal, I want long term. I want him to get a 6x6.5 or 6x7, something like that. So, but yeah, that is it for the Ducks news this week.
So on to league news.
Yep.
Me first.
Mm-hmm.
Yusuf Alamaki will be sidelined for approximately 8 to 9 months after undergoing surgery to repair his ACL. I can remember that was a year and a half. And look what time and technology and everything else does, and it's only 8, 9 months now.
The future.
The future.
Yeah. And then here's the next bit of news. Aaron Ekblad has been suspended by the NHL without pay for violating the terms of the NHL and NHLPA performance enhancing substance program. And here's the statement from Aaron Ekblad himself. He says, as the NHL announced, I have been suspended for violating the NHL and NHLPA performance enhancing program. The news that I failed a random drug test was a shock. Ultimately, I made a mistake by taking something to help me recover from recent injuries without first checking with proper medical and team personnel. I have let my teammates and the Panthers organization and our great fans down. For that, I am truly sorry. I have accepted responsibility for my mistake and will be fully prepared to return to my team when my suspension is over. I have learned a hard lesson and cannot wait to be back with my teammates. So when that news came out, the Panthers still had 18 games left in the regular season. So he will be suspended for the last 18 games of the season, and then the first 2 games of the playoffs for the Panthers.
Yeah, that's a big loss for them.
Yeah.
So
People were saying that the Panthers knew about this. That's why they made the Seth Jones trade. But I was like, I don't think it was that, cool like that. It was they were kind of spread apart a little bit. So I don't think that was really true.
well, I guess we may never know.
Yeah.
On to other news. Alexander Ovechkin has heavily hinted at retiring from the NHL after the 25-26 season and signing with Dynamo Moskva from the KHL. Ovechkin, 39, said he doesn't think so when asked if he'd consider signing another NHL contract after this current deal expires in 2026. Ovechkin says if he stays healthy between now and then, he'll likely sign with Dynamo Moskva.
I think it's supposed to be Dynamo Moscow. There must be a typo in there. Sorry.
Dynamo Moscow sounds better to me anyways. Thank you.
Yeah.
Where he played from 2001 to 2005 and during the 2012-2013 lockout season. Interesting. Breaks Gretzky record and wants to go home, I guess. I can't say I blame him for wanting to go home.
No, I don't blame him either. Next one is, could the NHL be coming to Forsyth County? Officials are making major moves to bring professional hockey to the gathering at South Forsyth. I hope I'm saying this right, by the way. I apologize if I'm not. Be with key documents nearly finalized. The next step is presenting them to the NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman. If all goes well, Forsyth could be home to an expansion team. Wow. I honestly, I don't even know exactly where the Forsyth County is. I want to say it's a Canadian market. I'm gonna look that up while
Why don't you
read
look that up while I read the next one? Because I'm curious of where Forsyth County is. The Rangers have re-signed goaltender Jonathan Quick, Kings Hall of Famer. Another statue out in front of the crypto.com to a 1-year contract extension. The cap hit on that will be 1.55 million. He keeps going. He's like the Energizer Bunny.
Okay, so I believe Forsyth or saying is in Georgia. So maybe it's
Okay.
like an Atlanta team again. That's what
Okay.
I'm seeing.
I was thinking I've heard that county before. I just couldn't remember where it was at.
Yeah.
But that area has also one of the 3 areas we I think reported last week that they were interested in looking at.
Yeah.
So
And then Glenn Richardson from our network says, "What's up? What's up, guys? What's up, Glenn? Big Glenn."
hey Glenn, we're having a great day. I hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah. Next bit of news: Kings legend Ilya Kovalchuk has officially retired from professional hockey at the age of 41. He had 876 points in 926 NHL games, split between the Atlanta Thrashers. Yes, I know everyone. There was a team in Atlanta before called the Thrashers. The New Jersey Devils, the LA Kings, the Montreal Canadiens, and the Washington Capitals.
Yeah, they tried to sign him to that contract that got denied.
Wasn't it like a 17-year deal?
It was something like that, something crazy.
Yeah.
And they still got him to come there, and he really never did flourish as a King.
Yeah.
On other news, the Vegas Golden Knights have re-signed goalie Aiden Hill to a 6-year contract worth 6.25 million AAV and a total of 37.5 million.
Yeah, I'm not shocked that they wanted to extend him at all.
Yeah.
He's done well there. He's brought them a cup. He's been very stable there, and he was on Team Canada too.
Yes. Didn't play, I don't think. Or did he?
No,
Bennington played the whole time.
Played all four games,
And they won the cup.
Well, I guess this worked perfectly in how we did this, but the new league schedule ideas coming in 2026-2027. So this is per Pierre LeBrun on the Athletic. The NHL and NHLPA are in discussion about a potential 84-game season and shortened preseason. Teams want more divisional and rivalry games, possibly change the formula so teams don't have to play at least one game in each NHL arena every season. I kind of disagree with that one. I think, if you have a player like McDavid and you live in Florida, you would like to have a chance to see him at least once a year.
Yeah.
Or like if you have a fan, they're fans of the Edmonton Oilers and they happen to move to Florida or New York or something. And they thought about removing the All-Star game is being discussed, but they are keeping the All-Star game with the New York Islanders. This one, it won't be canceled since the league already has announced it, and the Islanders are promoting it to season ticket holders. So what they're discussing is start the season in late September and still end the Stanley Cup Finals around late June. The league would create a schedule that's not as jam-packed and also takes into account for the best on best hockey breaks that every 2 seasons for Olympics or World Cups and accommodating the 84 games. Discussions about a potential formula change so that teams don't necessarily have to play at least one game in each NHL arena every season. Teams are pushing for more divisional and rivalry games. Example, some teams won't want to go 2 years without seeing Connor McDavid in their arena, or a strong drawing team like the Rangers, Canadiens, or the Leafs. The 2025-2026 season will likely stay the way it is, but expect a lot of new changes to arrive for the 2026-2027. season.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
that was a lot of reading. Whew.
That was. All right. So
Right.
Connor Zary has been suspended for 2 games due to elbowing and roughing Vancouver's Elias Pettersson.
Okay. The only issue I have with this, I think like this play was a little bit worse than the Zegras play, but yet Zegras got 3 and Zari only got 2. And this play, in my opinion, was worse because Zegras was already on his way to. Yes, it was a late hit. I'm not denying what Zegras did was wrong. It was wrong. He deserved the suspension. But Zari came in after because Elias Pettersson, it wasn't the main Elias Pettersson, it was the defensive one. I just want to get that out there. He made a big hit on his player and he retaliated and went after him after. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But like I said, Zegras was already on his way over there, so it's not like it was a yes, it was a late hit. What Zegras did was wrong. We got that. But what this guy did was just as bad or worse than what Zegras did. So why not give him at least the same amount of games? Of course, I'm also saying this because I was mad that Zegras got 3 because that third game was the game I was attending against the Blackhawks. And I would have loved to see him.
Consistency sometimes doesn't reign when it comes to sports and suspensions and everything else like that. So
yeah, I know that.
I mean,
we have goalie interference. We don't know what the hell's going on with goalie interference. So
yeah, I mean, we had that in one of the Kings games this week, which I'll talk about.
I heard about that.
Yeah. So, but you're up.
All right. The Devils are facing a series of injuries. First, Jack Hughes. Now, Dougie Hamilton will be sidelined for the remainder of the regular season and potentially the playoffs. Wow. That
hurts the Devils. Absolutely hurts the Devils. Yeah. So, and then Hughes is out. I think their chances of a Stanley Cup run is not likely now.
Ooh, that's not good.
And then Brandon Moore scores the fastest goal to begin overtime in NHL history.
You mean Montour?
What did I say? Montour.
Yeah.
So how fast was it?
4 seconds.
4 seconds?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I could play it real quick. It was fast. Let's see scores. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. You want to read the next one while I pull it up?
I mean the last one.
Yeah.
And I think your sister wants to say something as soon as I get done with this. So
no.
We'll put her on and let you guys go at it, I guess. I don't know.
No.
Calgary captain Mikkel Backlund is week to week with an upper body injury, the team announced Friday.
Yeah. That's going to hurt them for their season. So
yeah.
Make sure. Okay, let's see. And then Adam put in the Instagram live consistency, something the Kings season needs, with 2 laughing emojis.
I don't know. If you looked at the last 4 games, they've been pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's see. If
they do definitely need consistency. I've been complaining about that the whole time.
I don't know if we can see it very well.
Joining us, thank you, but you have missed
I could have that on my
so
other
don't
screen.
do it again. Off the draw. Here it is. Montour right in.
Just like that. He's got all the face-off breakaway done.
That was fast.
It bodes well to me that speed impresses you, Dad.
Wins it in overtime.
4 seconds?
4 seconds. You'll see it right here. Face off, win, and he's gone.
Jumps past Lane Hudson.
There you go.
So hopefully we don't get in trouble for playing that, but I don't think we will because it's very short. Let me see. Get rid of this.
You mean you get in trouble for playing that?
Hey, you're part of this too.
Oh, am I? So now I'm betting.
Yep.
Oh my God.
You knew I was doing it.
Okie dokie. So we go into games next.
Yep, we can go into games.
How are we doing it this time?
Yeah, I'll do one, then you do one. Because it's a lot of talking when we do it the other way.
I know.
All right. I'll go first. Let's see. Where did I put it? There it is. All right. So the Ducks versus Islanders. In the matchup on Sunday, March 9th, the Anaheim Ducks defeated the New York Islanders 4-1 at the Honda Center. The scoring summary is in the first period, Sam Colangelo scored his 5th goal of the season and his 4th goal in 4 games. I believe he was tied 3 other Ducks players to do 4 and 4 as a rookie, I believe, or was it 4 and 4 overall? I can't remember. But Sam Colangelo got his 5th of the year assist from Cutter Gauthier and Mason McTavish at the 17:52 mark. And then in the second period, Drew Hellison did score his 3rd goal of the year, assist from Pavel Minchikov and Trevor Zegras at the 14:56 mark in the second period. And I believe in that period also that's when Zegras did try the Michigan.
Yeah, just
And
went over the net.
It was close.
It was very close.
Very close. Like I thought he had it, to be honest. And then in the third period, Mason McTavish scored a power play goal, his 17th goal of the year, assist from Leo Carlson at the 43-second mark. And then, let's see, about 8 minutes later, Sam Colangelo at the 8:18 mark. Okay, you're gonna hear this is gonna be very key right here. Got his 6th goal of the year, unassisted at the 8:18 mark on an empty netter. At the 8:18 mark. That means there's still about over 12 minutes left. Or just under 12 minutes left. So Patrick Waugh pulled his goalie with less than 12 minutes left.
My notes say that Lundestrom got an assist on that.
Oh, it didn't? Okay, then
I'm just
All
going to throw that
okay.
out there.
I hope Lundy did. Then I'm sorry, Lundy. Then
He got his
yes,
10th
okay.
assist.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow,
right.
that's really pulling the goalie early. That's
Patrick Waugh's thing.
yes. I think he did it against the Kings too.
Hey, I'm not shocked.
So sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. And then the last goal of the game was New York broke the shutout streak. Or not shutout. They broke the shutout for the game. Tony Angelo scored his 2nd of the season. Got an assist from Maxim Plaspikov and Adam Boquist at the 15:10 mark. Dostal stopped 31 of 32 shots. Marcus Hogberg made 24 saves on 27 shots. Yes, it was 4-1, but you remember one of them was an empty netter. Special teams. Anaheim was 1 for 2 on the power play as the New York Rangers or Islanders were 0 for 3. The Ducks advanced stats, they were supposed to get expected goals, 2.8 expected goals, and New York Islanders were supposed to get 2.5. So that means Dostal really shut the door on them on that. Face-offs, Anaheim won 36, New York won 26 hits. Anaheim had 24, New York had 22. Block shots, Anaheim had 18, New York had 17. And yeah, so the victory improved the Ducks to a 28-28-7. So they were officially at the 500 mark after this game.
You done?
Yep.
No stars.
Let me do my 3 stars. I almost forgot about that. The 3 stars of the game. Yeah, Lukas Dostal, who was the number 3 star. Mason McTavish with 1 goal and 1 assist for 2 points as the number 2 star. And Sam Colangelo with 2 goals, 2 points as the number 1 star.
So last Saturday, the Kings played the Blues for the 3rd time in 9 days. And going into this game, the Kings were 0-2 against the Blues. Let's go to the scoring. We started off well this time. Anze Kopitar
Kapitar.
scores his 15th from Dowdy his 5th, and Anderson his 12th on a tip in at the 14:35 mark, putting the Kings up 1-0. And that's where it stayed until the third period. And in the third period, Nick Leddy got his first. Guy scores his first goal to tie a game this late in the season. Obviously, he's not a big goal scorer. From Neighbors his 16th and Polduck his 13th at the 4:16 mark to tie the game. We go to overtime. And in overtime, lately, it's usually Kopi, Kempe, and Dowdy. But lately, it's been Byfield, Kempe, and Dowdy. And between Kempe and Byfield's back checking, the Kings got the puck, and Byfield just heck of a shot to score on the short side at the 27-second mark. I mean, it seemed like it was like 2 minutes that they were fighting with the Blues for this puck, but it was only 27 seconds. And he scored on a snapshot in overtime to win the game. Go to the stats. Shots on goals. Kings was 23-20. They won the faceoff 52-48. Both teams were 0 for 2 on the power play. Hits were incredibly high. 36 for the Kings, 35 for the Blues. Block shots, the Blues had 23. The Kings only had 16. And the Kings gave away the puck 23 times to only 12 for the Blues. Takeaways were even at 6. Let's go to the 3 stars of the game. Dowdy was the number 3 star with an assist. The number 2 star was Kopi with his goal. And the number 1 star was the game-winning goal and Quentin Byfield. So, on to your next game, Cody.
All right, the next game, the Ducks hosted the Washington Capitals, the league leading number 1 team in the league right now, Washington Capitals. On March 11th, the Washington Capitals defeated the Anaheim Ducks 7-4 at the Ponda. In the first period, Strome scored. Which Strome? Not the right one. Washington's Dylan Strome opened the scoring with a backhanded goal assist from Tom Wilson and Alex Ovechkin at the 2:07 mark. And then Jacob Trouba scores his first goal as an Anaheim Duck. He tied the game with a snapshot assisted by Troy Terry and Frank Petrano at the 4:51 mark. Then Drew Hellison gave the Ducks a 2-1 lead with a slap shot assisted by Trevor Zegers and Leo Carlson at the 5:20 mark. And then Alexei Protas. You're going to hear this name a lot this game. Is someone right here next to you?
Why?
I can hear whispering and I can hear talking.
It saw me for a quick second.
What?
No, I can hear you.
Quick second.
He can hear you. Yeah, your
she's
sister.
not-
Your sister's.
She's not quiet.
I'm just watching from afar.
She's
Oh,
chilling, getting away from the craziness.
Oh, well,
There she is waving.
All right. Well, Alexei Protas equalized the game for the Capitals with his first goal of the night, assist by Alex Ovechkin and Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Boo!
And then this,
boo! Oh, sorry.
yeah.
That's what he gets.
Well, there's going to be more booing on your end. Oh, I can see her now. I can see like right where the S is. I can see the little orange now. On the Kings logo on your background, I can see.
Yeah, I know.
All right, and then
I've been infiltrated.
Yeah. And then in the second period at the 5:19 mark, PLD scored for Washington again. Even Adam's like, you can hear her on the live stream too.
Oh, Adam can hear Samantha, huh?
That's how I knew she was in there. I could hear her. One of our friends. Yeah. And then so PLD scored at the 5:19 mark for Washington, assisted by Matt Roy and Jacob Chikrin, giving the Capitals a 3-2 lead. What's going on?
I've been infiltrated.
Oh, I see little Samantha now. Oh, and Jax.
Oh, God, son.
Guys,
Don't
I'm on a
yell.
podcast, right?
It is very live. There's a mic. Anything picks up.
Ooh, so
Yes, so they can all hear you when you said oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they heard that
Like
again.
that.
Yeah. So this is going to be the family podcast with a few interruptions from the
the annoying children.
I truly
yes, all the
understand.
children. Everybody's
Oh,
coming.
wait, did he say all
Everybody's
the
coming
children, or
in.
did he say all the children or the annoying children? Oh, that was
Yes.
funny. Oh, I
So-
thought he said annoying children. Okay,
Samantha,
well,
Samantha wants her pretty face on YouTube.
oh. Well, why am I getting a notice that we're having the devil on the live stream? No, I'm just kidding. She can
Okay.
hear that later.
That
All
was
right,
fun.
next bit. Next one. Third period. The Ducks are losing 3-2 to the Capitals. And then Anaheim's Pavel Minchikov tied the game at 3-3 with a goal assisted by Cutter Gauthier and Drew Hellison. So now we're tied 3-3. And then again,
Go
about
Kings
30
go.
seconds later. Oh, Jesus.
My son-in-law, the other Kings fan in the family.
Oh, Adam agrees with me. He said, I heard annoying.
How you manage that?
You heard annoying?
Because when you said everyone's in here and someone said the annoying children are in here, I didn't hear. Did he say all the children or the annoying children? That's what we're trying to discuss. Oh, and then Adam likes my devil in the chat.
Devil in the chat, yeah. Well, is he the devil in the chat?
He's the devil in the chat, and then Sammy's the devil on the screen on the stream.
Yes.
Yeah, I love you, Adam. But yeah, so 30 seconds later, Alexei Protas scored his second goal, assisted by PLD and Connor McMichael, putting the Washington ahead 4-3. Then Frank the Tank Petrano responded for the Ducks by tying the game 4-4 with a goal assisted by Ryan Strome and Pavel Minchikov. And then Nick Dowd scored the go-ahead goal for the Capitals at the 13:25 mark, assisted by Tom Wilson and Brandon Duhaime. And then at the 18:24 mark, Anthony Bavillier extended Washington's lead 6-4 with a goal assisted by Brandon Duhaime and Rasmus Sandin. And then thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. And then to put the game away, which a very unselfish way, and I give my complete respect to Ovechkin during this time right now. He had a chance at the empty net when the Ducks pulled it, and he had a chance to score a goal to get closer to Gretzky, but instead he passes the puck to Alexei Protas, and he nets the goal, and Alexei gets his first career hat trick. What a great what a great way to show hey, this means more than the Gretzky's record. Like that, I give my complete respect to Ovechkin right there. He had a
There you
chance
go.
to get one goal closer to Gretzky, but instead he wanted his young teammate to get his first career hat trick. So much respect to you, Ovechkin. And this is now the third Capital on this team that has scored their first career hat trick against the Anaheim Ducks in Anaheim. You want to know who the other two are?
Sure.
Ovechkin and Tom Wilson. And now
Ooh.
Alexei Protas.
There you go.
Yep. Key performances for the Ducks. Frank Vatrano had 1 goal, 1 assist. Drew Ellison also had, and Pavel Minchikov all had 1 goal and 1 assist. Truba with the 1 goal, and Lukas Dostal had 35 saves on 41 shots. Shots on goal, 42-29. Hits, Anaheim had 22 to Washington's 9. Block shots, 19 for Anaheim, 17 for Washington. And the face-off percentage, both teams were at 50%. And then the power plays, both teams did not score a power play goal. Washington was 0 for 1 and Anaheim was 0 for 2. And the 3 stars of the game. PLD had 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points as the number 3 star. I think it's the only time he was ever a star. I don't think he was ever a star when he was in LA. And then Drew Hellison had the 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points as the number 2 star. And of course, the number 1 star is Alexei Protas with the 3 goals for the hat trick as the number 1 star. So congrats to Protas on that. And that will be it for the Washington game.
Okay, so we move on to going to Las Vegas and playing the Golden Knights. I really had a hard time saying Knights. I had another word I wanted to use, but your mom would get mad at me.
Oh, what word is that?
I think there's a TV show with that name in it.
Got it.
Yeah, where people are not being faithful to their spouses. That's the name of the show. So I'm going to go there and I'm going to leave it there because I'm already probably in trouble. And I got to sit next to her on a plane for 3 hours tonight.
Haha.
If she's actually still listening, because she probably already got off because there's chaos going on out there, I'm sure. So now we're after basically hammering the Golden Knights at home. What was expected is that, Vegas would come in really hard on this game. But who came on really hard was the Kings. Just started off with an explosion of scoring. Starting off with Anze Kopitar getting his 16th from Edmondson, his 10th, and Clark his 22nd on a tip-in at the 11:22 mark in the first period. Then rookie Brant Clark, well, he's not really officially a rookie anymore, but he is to us as a Kings. He's not eligible for that award. He got his 5th goal from Kempe, his 26th, and Edmondson, his 11th, on a backhanded shot, and that was a pretty play. He came in and grabbed that puck, went all the way across, backhanded it, and scored with 2 guys. What are you laughing at now?
Adam put on the Instagram live, I'll say it, cheaters.
Okay, now cheaters was the word, Samantha. Cheaters.
Oh.
And Adam just said, I'll say it, cheaters.
And
Now you made me say it.
Yeah. And mom said, I love the duck sweatshirt is behind dad with the laughing emoji. Because mom says, I love that the King's sweater, and it's the King side.
Yeah, she doesn't realize she's on the wrong side of she can't get in your camera.
No.
Hey.
Mom likes the duck sweatshirt on next to my shoulder here.
That's what I'm staying here for. Quack,
Okay.
quack.
So second period starts. The Kings were up 2-0. Quentin Byfield gets his 14th from Fiala, his 17th, and LaFerriere his 17th to put the Kings up 3-0. But that's where Nicholas Roy comes in and ruins the shutout and scores his 8th from McNabb, ex-King, Braden McNabb, with his 11 assists, and Riley Smith with his 20th at the 5-minute mark on a backhanded shot, and it's 3-1. Then King Killer Thomas Hurdle gets his 25th from Korsak, his 7th. And God, I hate this guy's name.
All right, hold on. Let me.
Dorofeyev, his 15th. Now it's 3-2. Then Warren Fogle gets his 18th from Deneau, his 27th, and Gavrikov his 19th on a wrist shot at the 18:51 mark of the second period to put the Kings back up 3-2. So then we go to the third period, and Trevor Morris heating up, finally starting to play like he did last year. Got his 13th from Deneau, his 28th, and Fogle his 17th to put the Kings up 5-2. But who again? Thomas Hurdle gets his 26th on the power play from Stone is 38th and Eichel is 56th to make it 5-3. Then Adrian Kempe got his 27th on the power play from Kopitar is 35th and Fiala is 18th to make it 6-3 Kings. And this game keeps going and going. It was a crazy game. Yes, I know. I everybody wants to be on TV.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just curiosity.
Brandon Saad gets his 11th. And Brandon Saad always seems to kill the Kings. I don't care who he plays for. He did that unassisted to make it 6-4. And then Thomas Hurdle got his 27th from Stone and Eichel again, their 39th and 57th assist at the 17:48 mark to put a scare in this game and make it 6-5. But the Kings ended up pulling it out. Let's go to the stats. Kings outshot the Golden Knights 35-32, but they lost the face-off 61-39. Both teams were 1-for-1 on the power play. Kings out hit them 29-17. Block shots were 18 Vegas, 17 Kings. Giveaways, both teams a lot of giveaways. 23 for the Kings, 21 for the Knights. Takeaways, 3 Kings, 2 Knights. Let's go to the 3 stars, which I don't agree with. I'm going to tell you that right now. Adrian Kempe was the 3rd star with a goal and an assist. Mark Stone was the 2nd with 2 assists. And Hurdle was the 1st star with 3 goals. You lose. You don't get 2 of the 3 stars. I would have given Fogle in there, Byfield,
Vogel is such a great
Edmondson.
pickup for you guys.
What?
Vogel was such a great pickup for you
Well,
guys.
so is Edmondson. I mean, and he was not just he's played really well. So, anyways, and that was the Vegas Golden Knight game.
All right. Now on to the Ducks on a back-to-back have to go to Utah. And apparently they said on the broadcast that the Ducks didn't get till their hotel room till 3 a.m. in the morning that day. So on March 12th, the Utah Hockey Club edged out the Anaheim Ducks 3-2 victory at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. In the first period, at the 11:03 mark, Utah's Jack McBain opened the scoring, assisted by Ian Cole and Josh Doan. And then in the second period, at the 14:31 mark, Alexander Kerfoot extended Utah's lead to a 2-0 with assists from Dylan Guenther and Barrett Hayton.
He's showing off his Whataburger cup.
That's very un-Californian of you, Dad, to put a Whataburger cup in the stream. That's very
I was actually blocking your sister's picture off the screen.
You. I would have said the word, but I'm holding my tongue right now. You're lucky.
Why is it whenever I'm talking?
Sorry.
No, that's funny. Alex Kerfoot got the goal to make it 2-0, assist from Dylan Guenther and Barrett Hayton. And then at the 15:53 mark, Anaheim's Alex Killorn responded, narrowing the gap 2-1, assisted by Leo Carlson and Cutter Gaudier. For the third period, Mason McTavish tied the game up at 2-2 with a power play goal assisted by Trevor Zegras and Jackson Lacombe. And then this pissed me off, and it kind of helped me out at the same time fantasy hockey wise, because I have Dylan Guenther on my team. At the 7:03 mark, Utah's Dylan Guenther scored the game-winning goal on a power play with assists from Mikhail Sergachev and Clayton Keller. I would say big key performers for the Ducks was the McTavish and Killorn with their 1 goal, and Ville Husso made his Anaheim Ducks debut. We can still hear you.
Who is? Josh. Okay. He can come in if he wants to, yes. Sorry.
What?
As a friend of Samantha's here, he's a Carolina Hurricanes fan,
Oh,
and he
I-
wanted to come in, and I told her
Okay.
it was okay.
well, let me finish this.
Yeah, go ahead. You finish
Yeah.
that.
Billy Husso made his Ducks debut, and honestly, he looked very good as a for in his Red Wings gear and Ducks uniform because he hasn't switched it over yet. But I can't blame Husso for this game at all. I thought he had an outstanding performance. He had 36 saves on 39 shots. Shots on goal, the Ducks were outshot again, 39-21. Faceoffs, Utah won 36, Anaheim won 28. Anaheim did out-hit Utah 24-20. And then block shots, Utah had 20, Anaheim had 18, and both teams had one power play. Each Utah was 1 for 3, and Anaheim was 1 for 2. The Anaheim, oh yeah, and that's it for that. Let me do the 3 stars, which is all Utah. Which Utah dominated this game. Barrett Heaton was the number 3 star with 1 assist. Kerfoot with 1 goal was the number 2 star, and then Dylan Genther with 1 assist and the game-winning goal was the number 1 star, which helped me out in fantasy hockey.
Cool. Anyways, now we'll go on to the Kings against the Islanders. Come on in, Josh. I'm in Texas, and I got to meet this young man yesterday. My wife met him last time he was here. He's a Carolina Hurricanes fan. Come on over, Josh. Just come get a little lower because he's pretty tall. Say hi to all the fans at Royally Quack. This is Samantha's brother, Cody.
How you doing, Cody?
What's up, Josh?
He says, "What's up, Josh?" I know you guys can't hear it because it's in my ears. Anyways, we're just going over the games right now. We've done the news and stuff. We do news and all that kind of stuff. So it's all fun.
What's his opinion? I
You
want to
really
wait.
want TV time. You are. Huh?
Hey,
I'm just hanging out.
hey,
really.
I want to hear his opinion
made
on
me
the
say
whole
go
Rantanen
Canes.
situation.
What?
Go Canes.
He said, "Go."
He said, "Go Canes."
I want to hear his opinion on the whole Rantanen trade situation.
Oh,
I'm
he wants to hear
curious.
your opinion on the whole rant. And you want him to sit in with you for a second and talk
Yeah,
about that?
come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I want to hear his opinion.
You get to talk in.
Oh wow.
I have to use the restroom anyway, so you can kill time for
okay.
us.
Okay.
Go to sit down and have a. Yeah, that's Cody, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Cody, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, Josh.
Yes,
So
sir.
tell me your opinion on the Rantanen situation that you guys had in Carolina.
That's a great question. So I was just telling Sammy, when it comes to Carolina Canes hockey, it's either we're really good, and that's what I'm up with them. I'm going to the games, but we've had some down seasons as well.
Yeah.
Recently, I think last year we got knocked out by the Islanders. So I say that or it was one of the New York teams. I say that to say this.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, but I'm not like up to
Gotcha.
par with like who's on the team and things like that.
Gotcha.
From Carolina, support Carolina. So
100%.
I couldn't give you much more detail on that situation specifically.
You're good.
But, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know.
Hey, honestly, you guys are a great team. You guys still have a good chance. I think I picked you guys to win the cup last year in my predictions last year.
We had a good team.
Very good team.
It was sad to see that they got knocked out, but
Yeah.
basically, that's the thing about sports. You get knocked out. What are you going to do the next season? And that's where you come in. Like, are we doing good this year? Like, would you say we're doing really well?
Okay, so like the whole Rantanen situation, I thought it was a good move for you guys to start with, but when he didn't want to extend there and then they traded him, you guys are not as good of a team now, but the trade that you guys made to get rid of him helped you for the future.
Yeah.
You got a young superstar plus 2 first-round picks, which you guys can go out and trade for someone with a high caliber and make you guys good again. And you guys have a great coach.
Yeah.
I love Rob Brendamore. He's a great coach and stuff like that. I wish he was the Ducks coach, to be honest.
Oh.
You
I can
know,
take
so
that. I can take that with some pride.
and your general manager, he's a smart guy. I think
Mm.
from what I heard, he has like 300 patents. He's
Okay.
honestly like I think the job he has right now is actually like less money and less experience than he has for anything else that he knows how to do.
Mm.
He's a smart guy. So I think the Hurricanes are a great organization. I love the uniforms. I know a lot of people don't like it. I love the uniforms.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah,
And I love when you guys break out the Hartford Whalers uniforms too. Those things look clean.
yeah. I mean, what can you say? It's Carolina, man. We got to stay clean. But no, all seriousness though. Yeah, I know we got a couple Stanleys. I mean,
You guys got the one, yeah.
yeah. Well, we made some appearances. 06,
Yeah.
07 was a year.
Yeah, because the Ducks could have been playing against you guys that year. The
Yeah,
Ducks lost to the Oilers that season when you guys won
yeah,
to get into the finals.
yeah.
But I'm
Taking it
glad
back
you
to
guys won.
memory
I'm
lane.
glad you guys won that. I'm glad you guys won that one. I didn't want the Oilers to win. Trust me.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've heard the games in Carolina they're amazing from what I've heard.
I've been to a few. I actually went to a Canes Leaf game. I mean, this is like about 10 years ago, but still, it was probably one of the best like experiences that I've ever had as a sports fan.
I've heard great things about it.
Oh yeah, PNC Arena. That's where the
Yeah.
Canes play, and yeah, they take care of you there. Definitely recommend anyone if they're in town, stop by, check out the Canes game.
I mean, my future goal is I would like to visit every team's arena at least once to get the experience and everything like that. Because like so far, I've only been to Ducks, Kings, and Seattle so far.
Okay.
And Seattle was. I would highly recommend going to a Seattle Kraken game if you're ever in Seattle.
Yeah, I have a cousin that lives there, so we might be able to work something out. But yeah, definitely, I would recommend if you're ever in Carolina, Raleigh area, stop by a Canes game.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me, that's my goal.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass it back to Gary.
Yeah,
he's returned.
Great voice.
Well, yeah, thank you for letting me jump in here for.
Oh yeah, no problem, man.
Nice meeting you, Cody. And,
nice meeting you too.
I'm gonna pass it back to Gary.
Awesome job, buddy.
Thank you.
Awesome. You have fun?
Oh yeah, it was fun.
We were watching you on the big screen in there.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Even mom put Josh has a great voice for podcast. He does.
He does. He's got that deep voice.
Yeah, that deep
Really
voice,
sounds good.
So, like,
Yeah.
people who like are listening in would definitely like it's soothing.
Could I continue?
Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll leave. Goodbye.
We're what?
Adam put in the chat. Stadium series against the Capitals was the best experience ever for me when it was the Carolina Washington Stadium series in Raleigh.
Oh, so he went to that?
Yeah, Adam was there.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
I'm jealous of that. I would love
know,
to
me
do something
too.
like that.
Yeah.
So where was I? I'm totally lost.
You're about to start your
The scoring.
I forgot which game were you on.
The Islander game.
And then Adam put most random podcast so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's I knew it was going to be that. I kind of told you.
No, you did.
I want
That's
everybody
funny.
to see who the family is and see where Cody and I come from, and it makes us real. And Josh was a surprise, and he did a great job, did he not?
He has a great voice.
I wish I had that voice.
Oh man, I would listen to that podcast even though I don't. If it's something I hate listening to, I would listen just for his voice.
I have to have a chat with him. He needs to create his own podcast.
Maybe he should just like you appear on the screen and then he talks for you.
Oh God, wouldn't that be awesome? I'd actually like to listen to myself.
Yeah.
Then, so let's go to that Islander game. The scoring in the first period started off with Vladislav Gavrikov getting his fourth from Kopitar is 36, and Spence is 18th on a slap shot at the 15:33 mark. And the first period ended with the Kings up 1-0. Then in the second period, Anders Lee gets his 25th from Peugeot, his 22nd, and Pelech his 17th at the 18:37 mark on a wrist shot to tie the game. Then Deneau scores his 6th from Moore is 16th and Fogel is 18th at 9:14 mark on a snapshot to put the Kings up 2-1. Then craziness happened, not once but twice. I think it was first Anders Lee scored, but the Hiller disputed that there was goalie interference, and through video it was proven that I think that's the one where they actually went through the blue part of the goalie crease and took Kemper's glove and just dragged it, and then the goal went in by someone else. There was one like that, and there was one where both times proven by video that there was interference with a goalie. Same period. It's happened before, though.
Because one of the podcasts I was listening to, they were saying they didn't agree with either one or both of the calls.
Well, I can only tell you the skate went through, dragged Kemper's glove outside the blue thing. In the blue thing, that's where the skate caught him. It wasn't done on purpose because he was already past him, but the back skate just pulled his glove away, and then that's how they scored the goal. It was no doubt there was interference both times. I watched the games here in Texas.
Okay.
Nothing like being up till 12:30 at night to watch a hockey game. 2 times this week. So, anyways, that happened 2 times in that second period, and then Quentin Byfield again back checking on a penalty kill this time, gets the puck, and he scores his 15th unassisted to put the Kings up 3-1. Then we went to the third period, and Drew Doughty playing bank shot scored also shorthanded on it. Were you going to say something, Cody?
Yeah, it looks like I'm looking at the visual on the NHL. It looked like a complete lucky.
Oh yeah,
goal.
it was a bank shot. He was dumping the puck, and boom, bang, went right in the net. Put up the Kings 4-1. They won the game. Did you know that the Islanders are the best face-off team in hockey?
Yeah, I think I read I heard that on the broadcast, and I know the Ducks are not one of the best, but the Ducks beat them in the face-off percentage 58-42
70-30 in this game
in favor of the Kings.
No, in favor of Islanders.
Wow,
Islanders.
Wow, that's crazy. Because the Ducks are one of the worst, and we had 58 and they had 42.
Yeah, well, everybody has a bad game.
Yeah.
Well, but the Islanders had 34 shots to the Kings 32. Both the Islanders were 0 for 8 on the penalty kill.
Wow.
0 for 8. Kings were 0 for 1. Penalty minutes 16 minutes for the Kings, 2 for the Islanders. Hits 25-19 for the Blues. Block shots 20-11 for the Kings. Giveaways, Kings 19, Blues 17. Takeaways, 3 Blues, 1 Kings. 3 stars of the game. Deneau was the 3rd star with a goal, and he played a great game. It wasn't just the goal; it was everything else he's been doing. Kemper was the 2nd star. He made 34 saves on 35 shots, right? 34 shots, 33 saves on 34 shots. And then the 1st star was Gavrikov with a goal. On to the next game.
You guys had 3 delay of game penalties in this game?
Yes.
Wow. For puck over. That's crazy.
It was the Kings penalty kill should have been the number 1 star.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. The Ducks hosted the Nashville Predators. The Anaheim Ducks secured a 2-1 victory over the Nashville Predators on Pi Day, also known as March 14th, at the Ponda. This win improved the Ducks season to a 29-30-7, moving them 6 points within the final Western Conference wildcard spot. Here's the scoring. Both teams were scoreless in the first period, with the Ducks managing 5 shots on goal and the Predators with 8. Anaheim had 2 power play opportunities but couldn't capitalize. And then in the second period, at the 15:52 mark, Troy Terry netted his 18th goal of the season, giving the Ducks a 1-0 lead. The play developed when Nashville's Justin Barron's stick broke, leading to a turnover that Frank Petrano got and then passed it over to Terry, and Terry sniped it right past Yusei Saros. And in the third period, the Predators equalized at the 4:25 mark with a power play goal from Jacob Vrana, who they just picked up from waivers. And then the Ducks had a 5-on-3 penalty kill, and Lukas Dostal was big for us at that point. We did not give up a goal during that 5-on-3 power play or penalty kill. And then at the 11:20 mark, Alex Killorn scored the game-winning goal with his 15th of the season, with assists from Leo Carlson and Trevor Zegras. And God, what a pass by Trevor Zegras on this play. Zegras got the puck, and God, does this kid have vision or what? He just literally no look backhanded it to Killorn, and it looked like Hellison. I believe it was Hellison right there. It looked like Hellison was going to grab it and score, but Killorn just happened to be at the same place and got the puck, and Saros went one way, and Killorn was like, "Oh, easy goal." So that was the game, 2-1 in favor of the Ducks. The key performers for this game, Lukas Dostal recorded 28 saves, earning his 20th win of the season. So congrats to Dostal on that. Troy Terry scored his 18th of the season, and then Alex Killorn notched the defensive goal in the third period. The shots on goal, Nashville had 29. Anaheim only had 15 shots in this game. 15 shots. Not very good, guys. Block shots, Anaheim had 23. Nashville had 8. Nashville was 1 for 3 on the power play. Ducks were 0 for 2. Face-off percentage, Nashville won the face-offs 55 to 45. And this marked the second win in 6 games for the Anaheim Ducks. And let's go to the 3 stars. 3 stars was Jackson Lacombe. God, he was everywhere this game. So he was the number 3 star. He didn't have any goals or assists, so he was just the number 3. Alex Killorn with the game-winning goal as the number 2 star, and then Lukas Dostal was the number 1 star for us this week, or for this game. And that is it for on this. The Ducks do win the season series against Nashville. I'm going to just go over this real quick. The Ducks lost the season series against the Capitals. The Ducks won the season series against the Islanders as well. I think there was another game that I missed. But you can go ahead.
Okay.
I don't miss.
So the last game for this last week, the Washington Capitals, number 1 team in hockey, visits the Kings. And they've pretty much, I think, dominated just about everybody they play. I mean, they do lose, but I mean, they're the number 1 scoring team in hockey. I mean, what a big change that the Capitals made from last year. I mean, what a remake, and quickly comes to show. I mean, Cody saw it in the early predictions. I mean, I saw it, but I just didn't believe it would happen because it was such dramatic changes they made, but it's all worked for them so well. I just wanted to throw that out there. But let's go to the scoring. Warren Foegele starts off the scoring like he does so often. What a great pickup, as Cody said earlier, that Warren Foegele was to pick him up. We let Arvidsson go. I mean, when you really think about their talent levels, it looked like a bad deal that the Kings let Arvidsson go and picked up Fogle, but here's another aspect of that same thing. It's been a great move by the Kings to pick up Fogle. He got his 19th goal, assist from, again, a rejuvenated Trevor Moore with his 17th assist to put the Kings up 1-0 at the 13:08 mark on a wrist shot. We did. It was a good game all the way going into the third period, because in the second period there was no scoring. So in the third period, Kevin Fiala, who has now picked up his game once again, got his 25th goal on the power play from Kopitar, his 37th, and Doughty his 6th, to put the Kings up 2-0 at the 105 mark on a slap shot. Then Quentin Byfield scores for the 5th game in a row, got his 16th from Kevin Fiala, his 19th, and Gavrikov his 20th at the 152 mark. So it's just 47 seconds later, the Kings are up 3-0. And that's all the scoring. The number one scoring team in hockey got shut out by the Kings. So let's go to the 3 stars of the game. Well, let's go to the stats first. Sorry. Shots on goal, 27-21 Kings. Face-off, Kings 52-48. The Capitals were 0 for 5 on the power play. So the Kings penalty kill between this and the Islander game had killed 13 straight penalties in a row. The Kings were 1 for 4 at 25%. Hits were 21 apiece. Block shots 10 apiece. Giveaways, Kings had 7, Capitals 10. Takeaways were 4 for the Capitals, 2 for the Kings. Now let's go to the 3 stars of the game. The 3rd star, Quentin Byfield with a goal. 2nd star, Kevin Fiala with a goal and assist. And the number 1 star getting the shutout is Darcy Kemper.
Was it the Darcy Kemper revenge tour, getting a shutout against his former team?
He's been doing that to a lot of people, Cody. Really has been. So do we want to go to our players of the week first? Because I don't see anything in yours.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. I had a little thing. Where is it? Let's see. I got you do yours first.
Well, mine's easy. He scored in 5 straight games, a goal in 5 straight games. It's Quentin Byfield. And one thing I also want to mention about this, he is one of the 3 people that start off the overtime now. Not Kopitar, it's Byfield. Byfield starts getting better with the faceoffs. He'll be on the number 1 power play.
Yeah.
I think that's why Kopi's on the number 1, because Kopi is one of the best faceoff guys over the last 20 years. So, but Quentin Byfield, king of the week.
You know what? I'm going to do something a little different. I'm not going to name one player. I'm going to name the age gap for players of the week. All the players that are 24 and under are the players of the week. Of course, that's like 90% of our roster, it feels like. But like Dostal, big. Other than the 1 goal he gave up last night, it was a very soft goal. He had it in his glove and just kind of went in. I forgot to mention that. But like Colangelo, 2 goals this week. McTavish, 2 goals, 1 assist. Leo, 3 assists. Cutter, 3 assists. Minchikov, a goal and 2 assists. Drew Hellison, 2 goals and 1 assist. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm missing some stats. I know I am. I think, let's see. Actually, Carlson had, I think, 4 assists. Where is it? Yeah, Leo had 4 assists. Like I said, it's hard to pick one when everyone's starting to like develop and get more points now. You know, like this for the Ducks.
Yeah.
Like, I know it wasn't a very pretty week, but I'm gonna go with those kind of players right now. It's just like, you know, Colangelo, Mac T, Leo, Cutter, Minty, Drew, Zegras. You know, they're all, and Zellweger has been looking good on defense now that he he's able to play every single game now that Dumoulin's gone. So that's to me my player of the week is just the players that are 24 and under. I know it's a cop out, but that's what I'm going with.
Well, I would have my runner up as the Kings penalty kill.
Or especially making them go 0 for 8.
0 for 8, the Islanders. 0 for 5, the Capitals.
Yeah,
That's killer.
me.
On to predictions.
Yep, go for it.
So today at 5 o'clock, the Kings play Nashville. I'm going to predict. Maybe I should go with all losses again because it seemed to work for me last week. But I'm just going to go who I think is going to win the game. I think the Kings are going to win that game 5-2. And then on Monday, I guess I typed in a W and an L there, but I got the Kings losing at Minnesota 4-3. It's going to break their winning streak. But I have them beating Chicago 5-4 on Thursday. And those are the 3 games of the week.
Adam also put on the Instagram live, Duck of the Week, all the young blood under 25. I like that. That sounds a lot better than what I was saying, Adam. All right, for my predictions, on Sunday, Anaheim is in St. Louis, and they usually never play well in St. Louis. So I have a 4-2 loss in St. Louis for the Ducks. And then on Tuesday, the Ducks go to Dallas, the new look Dallas. And I'm predicting a 5-2 loss to Dallas. Even though the Ducks have done very well against Dallas this year. They won the season series already against Dallas, but I have a feeling Dallas is going to come back with some vengeance in this game with Rantanen and everything with their new look. And then on Thursday, the Ducks are in Nashville. I think it was a 3 or 4 game road trip. I got to double check. But I have the Ducks getting the season sweep against the Nashville Predators as the Ducks are in Nashville. I'm predicting a 3-2 win for the Anaheim Ducks over Nashville.
So I have the Kings going 2-1, and you have the Ducks going 1-2.
1-2.
Yeah, and then we got the race for Gretzky.
The race for Gretzky, guys. So again, Gretzky has 894 career goals, and right now, Alex Ovechkin's at 886. So he's only 8 away to tie. And only 9 to break the thing. And thank you, Adam. Someone had to wrangle the thoughts on this podcast. Yeah, this has definitely been one of the craziest ones we've had.
It was. Well, the family, they think they enjoyed that a little too much.
Yeah, I think so.
But it was fun. I had a good time.
It was.
We've had a good time here. It's been a couple of years since I got to see my grandkids at their house. So.
Yeah. But if anyone in the chat, if you guys have any questions, please add it to the chat now. This is what Samantha put on YouTube. Orange hearts with ducks. I love it.
Yeah, she likes to pick on Dad.
Yeah, good.
Usually, surprisingly, it's not you this time.
I'm being nice. You're surrounded by Ducks fans still.
Yeah, I still have Justin.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least you have Justin with that. But while we're waiting for any of our listeners here's what Adam put. Does Ovi retire if he breaks the record this season? I don't think so, because I believe he came out and already said that he plans to play one more year because he still has another year in his contract after this season. So I'm pretty sure he'll play next year, and then he's going to retire and go back to Russia and play for Dynamo Moscow.
Yeah, lucky him.
Because that was his KHL team, I think, before he came to the NHL.
Right. 2001 to 2005, I think it was in our notes.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm remembering correctly.
While we're waiting for any other listeners to give us any other questions, please don't forget to follow and subscribe to us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, because now you can see all the silly stuff that happens here. It's probably not going to be as silly as this one, but At least you'll know what was going on. If you're listening on audio, you'll be like, what the hell is going on? Well, go over to YouTube or Twitch, subscribe, follow our channel, and watch the video. And don't forget to hit the like button too on there. We'd really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Give us a follow on all social media at Royally Quacked. If you have any questions, just DM us, email us. You can email us at royallyquacked@gmail.com. Everything's in the show notes, by the way, too. So if you go in the description, our link tree is right there with all our social media where you can follow us to make it easier for you. You can also follow our network at Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. The link tree is also right there in the description, the show notes. Give them a follow everywhere. If you guys have like different sports you like to follow, like football, wrestling, baseball, basketball, we got it all on the Elite Sports Network. Give us a follow. They have an afternoon show every day, Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern, or sorry, a.m. Eastern time, and 2 o'clock.
Pacific.
No, sorry, Pacific time. No, I'm getting my times mixed up. It's 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 p.m. or a.m. Pacific time. I'm getting my thing.
There you
mixed up.
go.
Oh, the time change. Love it.
Tongue
Adam
twister.
put, I think if they won the cup too, he'll retire this season. If he breaks the record and wins the Stanley Cup, then yes, I do probably agree with that. But we'll see. He may want to get to like over 900 goals though too. I think he wants to be the first player to get 900 career goals. But we'll see.
You never know.
Yeah, we'll find out, won't we?
Yep.
But they do have an easier way to get through in the playoffs because they play either Columbus or Ottawa right now, whoever's going to be in that wild card spot. And then they have the winner of Carolina and New Jersey. And both teams aren't like the best this season either. So that could be an easy way for them to get to the Eastern Conference final. But whoever they have to go against in Atlanta, they're probably going to be all banged up because you got Toronto, Florida, and Tampa all just bruising it out there.
Yeah,
So
just remember, I'm the one that picked Tampa.
did you pick Tampa to win it this year?
No.
Oh.
No, but I picked Tampa to be better than Boston. And I ran into a little bit of hardness from you guys telling me that, oh no, and look at what happened. Boston's not even in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, that's true. So, like I said, please, if you like the podcast on Apple or Spotify, please leave a review and a rating on there. We'd really appreciate it. I haven't checked to see if we have had any reviews or ratings lately, but I'll check for next week. And if you guys have a good review on there, if you could be bashing us or saying good things, I'll say it on the podcast either way. Because just please make it funny if you're gonna bash us. That'd be better. It's probably better for my what was it called? Yes, I lost my words.
Okay.
My self-esteem. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. But again, guys, if you like following us and you like seeing this madness live, go on YouTube and Twitch, follow us there, and that way you get notified every time we go live. You can also follow us on Instagram because I will put it live on Instagram. That's why you see Adam always putting it on here. Oh yeah, my ego. Thank you. It would hurt my ego. Thank you, Adam. That's the
I
word
was going to
was
say
looking
it,
for,
but
too.
I let Adam do that. Oh, one other thing,
Yeah.
Kings fans, right now, we're ahead of Edmonton.
You still have to face Edmonton.
Oh, we'll face them. We're going to knock them on their butts. All right.
I don't know.
We're ready to rock out of here?
Yeah, but I'm ready to get out of here. All right. Well, just remember, guys, let's go Ducks.
Go Kings, go. See you next week.
We'll see you guys
Quack, quack.
See you next week.
Quack, quack.
Oh, actually, real quick before we leave,
Oh,
if you guys go on Patriots Hockey or Adam Broll on Instagram, he did do a Kelsey brother challenge. on there. Go check it out. He got like 5,000 views and stuff like that. I did share it on our podcasts, on the Royally Cock podcast account, but go check that out on Patriots Hockey on Instagram or at Adam Brohl on Instagram too. It is ADAMBROEHL at Instagram.com. And just go help him try to get it's the Kelsey challenge. So thank you for reminding me. I was gonna say that too, Adam, and I'm glad you reminded me. So go check that out because he wants to get, I believe it was like JJ Watt and the Kelseys, because I think they used to play hockey, so he wants to get them out there and play. And if he gets that, I want to go to that.
I want to go to that. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
so
All right.
Well, we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week, everybody.
All right, bye.
Go Kings, go.
Please like and subscribe.
That's a good way to end it.
Yeah. Thank you, Samantha.